Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are making dry meat stew. So if you want to see how we did all this to this beautiful plate, I show you also I made that small mocktail there. Continue watching. Welcome mulumele mwamuhelwa mulumele mvonse. You are all welcome to my channel, friends. So today we are cooking dry meat. Do you know I've been craving for this like for a whole week, and then I was like, let the weekend come so that I can cook my dry meat, and this is the moment. Okay, and it was extremely hot, so I had to have something to drink. As you saw, is it to drink or to eat? Yeah, so it just felt like the young at heart, or the child in me was like, I want ice. So and then that's what I had. So I usually buy them. A friend of mine actually showed me like you can just buy enough and just store them, and that's basically what I've been doing lately because of the heat. So let's talk about the dry meat. Okay, so I was like, meals like this or food like this is something that connects me more to home. Like it makes me feel like I'm not so far from home. So I like doing I like cooking things, my traditional thing. I don't know if this is considered traditional, but yeah, I love cooking things like that so that I stay close, so that my heart stays close home. And I also want my child to know that like to grow up with this food, okay, this kind of food, so that when we go to the village he doesn't be like those kids like, no, I don't eat this, I want that, I don't. He must know. So that's basically one of the reasons why I love doing that. But anyways, it's something that we also love in this house. My husband loves the dry meat, the dingo. Yeah, so I didn't want to cook it on the stove pot, guys. I wanted to make sure everything goes as original as possible. Okay, so I went for like cooking outside, but now then I realized that I don't have charcoal anymore. It seems the people that were here when we were on holiday used my charcoal, so I had to use the remains from the rice stand, and that's what I used to start the fire. But as you can see, they're really tiny, they don't do, but yeah, they worked. And then as you can see, I kind of cheated. I didn't do the old way school that we do back home in the villages and so forth. So I have to use these guys that kind of help catch the fire fast. Right, that's basically what I'm doing. But yeah, my wood was still there. I don't know if you remember one of the vlogs. I don't know, I was cooking something outside. Could be dry meat again. Yeah, I think it was dry meat maybe. Yeah, but anyway, while I was making fire, a customer called. They wanted fish, and that's my client leaving. And actually she bought more than you saw. She just wanted to check the size, and then she was satisfied with the size, so she sent for more. So thank you very much, guys, for your continued support. Weekends, no weekends, you're always there for me. Thank you very much. I really appreciate your support. Done with the fire now, back to the meat. So I had soaked my meat in hot water, like to make sure that everything else falls off, all the dust and everything. When you are cooking when you are drying meat, usually we hang it on the washing line or on the rooftop. So there's dust and there's everything else. So that's basically what I am trying to wash off and rinse off here. This meat, you saw me putting in salt. It was not dried with salt, so I'm also just using salt as an agent. So I put salt, hot water, lemon, but it was wise to use vinegar. I didn't have vinegar in my house, can you believe it? I only have balsamic vinegar, and yeah, I didn't want to do that. So I washed this meat at least 3 times with warm water, but then the last time was also the last time I used cold water. So why I also had to keep on using warm water is because of the fats. There might be scent stuck on the fat, so the fat needs to melt a little bit so that we can get rid of everything, all the dirty things that can possibly be stuck on the meat. So I want everything to be nice and like I don't want to bite into it and then the scent and all that. So hence I had to make sure. And again, I am cooking in my famous pot. If you've been on this channel, you have seen this pot. It's a half-size pot. It's a half size as in half, like 1/2. That's the size. If you're familiar with these pots, with this Importo, they have sizes. We have size 1, size what, size 6, size 3, and all that. The bigger it goes, yeah. This specific one is very close to my heart. It was given to me by my grandmother. So yeah, it's something that I value very, very much. I've had it over the years. Like she gave me this pot, I think when I was in primary school or junior school, I can't remember, but I was still in school. So both my grandmothers gave me this kind of pots. So one from my father's side, my granny, is still in Katima, but this is the one that is here with me all the time. And then yeah, and the one in Katima, I think it's a size 1 or size 2. I don't know if you guys remember when we were kids, when we were young, we used to play manyumbwa. Manyumbwa is like where you have to play. You play like it's a house and a home. You have kids, so you come around with your cousins. So these are things that used to bring us together as cousins, and at this point we're not even considering ourselves cousins. We were just like sisters, brothers and sisters. So you come around with your cousin, like in the afternoon, your parents give you a meat, a maize meal, a what, all of us, we come, we bring along together. And then I'm like, no, me, I am the mother of this one and the father of this one, I am cooking this and this. That's where we learned how to cook, most of us. I believe as African, we all do that. It doesn't matter where you are in this continent, I'm sure we all play that. So that is basically where the idea came from, of being given that 3-legged pot. So she gave me at that stage when we were still young. Okay, so we went on. The meat is there on the stove, is boiling. At this point, I don't know if you realize I didn't put anything, no salt, no cooking oil, no nothing, but I just thought, let me just throw in some basil and just see what happens. Just maybe, yeah, herbs is herbs. Yeah, so the reason why I didn't put cooking oil or salt is if you want it to cook a little bit faster, then you don't put any of those things. So anything that cooks for long, let's say matangara, which is zamwamba, zamivumo, also it's best you don't first add anything else. Just let them cook on their own. Then when you see they are soft and all that, that's when you can add your cooking oil and your everything. Okay, so the meat has been cooking for a while. I just thought I could, just go for a quick harvest for the day in my garden. So I got 2 cucumbers, I got more basil and a green pepper. So I didn't have a green pepper to add to my onions and tomatoes for the sauce, because the idea today is to make sure that I'm just cooking it as original as I can, as possible. Okay, no soups, no additives like soups, the soup that you put in whatever. It's just going to be tomato, onion, green pepper and water. That's how I want to eat it today. That's how I am feeling. So as I was doing this, guys, the rain came out of nowhere. Not that it actually started raining, but it was just cloudy. It was like making a lot of noise, thunder and all that thing. But it was not going to stop me from cooking outside, and it was not going to stop me from doing anything that I wanted to feel, you know. Because I'm cooking outside, I felt that need to do everything outside, you know, just like we do it back in the village. We cook outside, muchitongo, you know, just, yeah, I don't know how to explain it, but I was just feeling that's what was with me in that moment. There's days like I feel like that. If I want to feel the feel, I don't know if it's because I'm homesick, but yeah, I do things like that, crazy things like that. So you see how it looks, and it was like it was going to rain right away, and it was making a lot of noise, like I'm like, ciao, what did I steal from? What did I steal? What is not mine here? So that I return it to the order, you know. Yeah. But then, like I said, that wasn't going to stop me. I continued, went ahead. I decided to do chopping of the veggies outside. And this is one of the investments that I'm happy with, guys. They're food lovers knives. The next time they come, guys, I recommend, highly recommend, unsponsored, but highly recommend that you buy these knives. This is the best investment that you can actually do or make for your kitchen. I love these gloves. Love them. All 4 of them. I love them. I use them. Like, I can't even use the old knives that I have in the house because I feel like they're not up to my standard anymore. They're not as sharp. They're not as, I don't know. But yeah, ish. In Silozi and in my language we say like, don't throw away an old blanket, in this case old knives. Mara, yes, you have to forgive me. I fell in love with these new ones. I know if something goes wrong I'll still have to go to my old knives, but yeah, that it is what it is. So the green pepper is what came from my garden, and yeah, so I'm just cutting the veggies, and then we continue, guys. We continue. If you have watched up to this far, please like the video, subscribe, and if you have been on this channel, this is like your second time, your third time, it means that you guys, you love the content that I'm making. Just support me by liking, by subscribing, especially by subscribing, because basically if you have been here like more than twice, just tap on that subscribe button, guys. It doesn't cost a thing, it doesn't make a difference to your life. It's just a tap that you make, like as you would on Instagram when you like someone's picture. Okay, this is how our meat looks. We have boiled, and now we are frying. Do you see, like, there's so much oil in it? That oil is not what I put. It's mostly from the fats, the meat fats. That's where that oil is coming from. And I can tell you there's a difference between something that you cooked on the stove pot and something that you cooked in this 3-legged pot. Let's start it to be specific, and also on fire. The food tastes a whole different. It's a whole vibe on its own. Okay, let me comment in the comment. Let me know, what do you think? Have you ever tried this? Let me know in the comment section. Do you agree with me by that what I've just said now? Do you agree that food cooked on a gas stove, food cooked on a stove, yeah, and food cooked on fire, they are both different, right? And here at this moment, I was just admiring the colors that were in here. Just look at that. That just happened automatic with just the cooking, or with just that oil that you saw. My onions, my tomatoes, and do you see just how the tomatoes also just cooked and just started making that sauce? I lived for this color, so I was like, let me add a little bit of water because it was too thick. So I added a little bit of water. Oh guys, the smell. Oh, my meat guys, don't worry, I reached for it. Moving on, I had to start on the pap. So this is how I make my pap. I put the maize meal, add water, cold water. This is cold water. And then I go ahead, I add my hot water and put on the stove. So yeah, as simple as that. I think that's why I always say, we always argue in this house, like some people think rice cooks fast, but pap cooks fast in my opinion, because rice takes forever. You still have to wash, you still have to what here, quick. So in between, I had to go and quickly take a shower, because guys, we've been seeing how homeless I looked earlier on. It's not like I also changed in my very best outfits, but yeah. So I went, took a quick shower and left the pot on the stove, but it was on low, so I just had to come and finish it off. Meat, obviously I had to eat it with pap. Let me know in the comments, what else do you eat meat, like if you had that meat cooked like that, would you eat it with rice? Would you eat it, what would you eat it with? What would you eat it with? So while Importo Sishima Heziko Ashtofu decided to come, like I've been saying guys, everything had to feel at home. So I came out here, I took my beach mat, I put it outside. The idea is to also eat outside. Today I am touching I wanted to feel like I've been telling you guys, but anyway, let me not go over that again. So yes, the idea is just to sit outside and eat outside and enjoy the meal that I worked hard for, especially with the starting of the fire. The fire wanted to show me Shenge, the flames a bit, but no man, not always. After that, I thought I should make myself a quick, like, beautiful drink just to reward myself of my hard work, you know. So I'm just making this blueberry drink, non-alcoholic. And yeah, I didn't want to use like proper glasses. I know that's not the right glass, you know, that's for whiskey and stuff, but I was going to eat outside with my toddler, so I couldn't take a chance. Like, I didn't want to risk it, but I also wanted to drink like in a glass so that it looks nice. I also didn't want to use a plastic also. All right, then I also quickly ran to my garden, get a camintiana so that I can just garnish the drink so that it looks like something. And then I was done, so I'm saving me and my toddler outside. My husband was busy working with the car. He was busy with the cars. He was changing the oils and stuff. So it's time for the final reveal of what we have cooked. Beautiful. Beautiful. The reveal. Look at that. No soup, just vegetables, herbs, and water. And don't come for me, ne? That pap, it finished. Yes, it finished. Because it was me and my son. But even if it was me alone, I'll still finish. So, yeah, you can push me on the men's side. It doesn't matter. It's okay. All that won't matter soon. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this far. Make sure that you subscribe, you like, and leave me a heart in the comment section if you got this far. I love you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one.